Yes. This is idol.
Yes, sir.
You are brought up from this idol home.
Yes, sir.
You have been trying to get out of this mess.
You are very correct, sir.
It's like a candle in a dark community. This is a big education for everyone. Somebody who sat gently. A man of God just walked to him and said, this is idol. You are an idol. That is, I said, you are an idol. Idol, okay. Can the idol walk? Can idol eat? I mean, inside him is idol that taken over. Demon is living. He said, no, I'm not idol. But you are brought up from the idol family. But I want you to listen today. Because it takes the grace of God to walk towards a person and begin to tell it. And the person will say no, and you say, no, this is what I'm saying. And by the time he denied, I touched him and he started speaking. What I saw inside him, I touched him and what I saw inside him started speaking. To prove that really I look beyond the body we are saying. I'm not talking, look, when I'm talking to you, I'm not talking to the appearance, this appearance. That is why you should not argue. There are many things, look, do you know what you know about yourself is just 30%. 70% about you, you don't know. Tell your neighbor. Say 70% about me, I don't know. Okay, if you say you know, can you tell me when you leave this world? Ask your neighbor, you know when you are leaving this world? Ask your neighbor. Do you know the process you follow? At least one cannot just, is it that you sit, or you sleep, or you this, or this, some motor accident, some this, some that, some drunk, some that, some lost, some... Those, if you say you know the process that will lead to that. 70% about you don't know.
Yes, sir.
You don't know. You only know, even if you know 30%, well, 70% about yourself you don't know.
Yes, sir.
That is why when you are planning, you need to carry God along. Because God knows 70% about you. And you know 30%. If you are planning and without including God, that plan will fail. Tell your neighbor. Because God has 70% about you, and you have 30% about yourself. If you are making a plan, if you don't carry God along, that plan will fail. Because God have 70% of you. You have 30%. So can 30% stand? So it's a pity time is not on our side. Let's listen to this prophetic word. Let's listen. How are you? This is idol.
Yes, sir.
You are brought up from this idol home.
Yes, sir.
You have been trying to get out of this mess.
You are very correct, sir.
It's like a candle in a dark community.
My father was a chief priest in my village. He was a chief priest of that idol. Mm-hmm. So presently he left it behind. Though we are now born again, but it's like my head.
Look, it's a blasphemy to say born again. Without deliverance, no one can be born again. Brother, half of you is yours. Half of you is in idol. You listen to me? He was coming to the church for the first time that day. He said, when I say it's idol, you are an idol. You say idol, okay. How can I be an idol? I said, okay. From your family, there is idol. He said, yes. He said, he's now agree with me that his father, chief priest in the village. But he said, no, but now he's born again. Not only born again, he says he's a pastor. Now, the argument come. I say it's a blasphemy. Is it blasphemy? Yes. Because your deliverance is questionable. If you are not delivered and you say you are born again, you are just deceiving yourself. No matter the knowledge of Bible you have. Are you with me? You only go by senses, reason. You always respond to reason. You know what I mean by reason? What man make, what man do, what man suggests. The suggestion of human, do this, let's do this. Respond to science. Oh, this is this is that. You always respond. Your response is only to reason. Okay, let's listen and see how we drag the issue. It was drag. Hold on. Take it back a bit and let's watch. Idol.
Yes, sir.
You are brought up from this idol home.
Yes, sir.
You have been trying to get out of this mess.
You are very correct, sir.
It's like a candle in a dark community.
My father was a chief priest in my village. He was a chief priest of that idol. So presently left it behind. Though we are now born again, but it's like my head.
Look, it's a blasphemy to say born again. Without deliverance, no one can be born again. Brother, half of you is yours. Half of you is in idol.
You are correct.
That is why when you sleep, masquerade come to you.
Yes, sir, pursue me. The other time was pursue me. You were coming like this. When you do your hand like this, go with release. I told my wife.
And that is why you don't have settled home.
Yes, sir.
Your home is scattered.
Yes, sir. I told my wife, you were carrying something like this. You said, take. I was asking my wife, I don't know what you are giving me. My wife said, I must go to Lagos. I must go to Lagos.
Come here. He's looking at something. What are you looking?
I'm not going.
Is there you need take it easy. It's an education. This is what we need now. We call it transformation. Tell your neighbor. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Transformation does not take year. Just within half second, you need the touch. If you can encounter a touch from heaven, you are transformed. Are you with me? A touch from heaven. Someone whom God endowed with the right hand. The right hand of God, if they use it to touch you, they will take you from that darkness to light. That is what happened. Because he will continue to fight me there if I don't put my hand, touch him. When I touch him, now I took him back to what I was talking about. What I was talking about, I said it's an idol. But he was arguing with me. He said, I'm born again. I'm a pastor. I now took him back. I provoked the one inside. Are you with me? Some of us are here very quiet and simple. You say the man is too gentle. I feel provoking him to know whether he's gentle. The man is very generous. Very, very generous. He's generous. I feel provoking him. Provocation means let him give you something, and this second day, just walk out of his face without greeting him and see whether he will not fight you. And say, I bless you, you can't say thank you. You don't know how to greet. That is humility man, indeed. Are you with me? You say this man is very generous, too generous. It will help you when you meet him. Okay, have you provoke him to know whether he has pride in him? Because he's giving you something, you say it's general. It's too early to say that. How do you do that? When he give you something, the next day you will see him, you let him know that you are looking at him. And just walk away in his side without greeting him. And look at him like this. Say, you, I help you, you cannot greet me. You cannot greet me. That is to tell you that the love we have is not from God. You know, love begins with God. Huh? Love begins with God. Later, and now, overflow to who? To person. If your love begins with God, when you love person, give to person, you will not expect that person to come and greet you or to pay you back. If I'm talking to you, if your love begins with God, the love you have is from God. When you give something to person, you will not expect that person to come and pay you back by respect, honor, kind, or cash, if that love is from God. But if the love the person expressed to you not from God but from man, he will expect return return. He wants you to pay him back by greeting him, by show honor, by show respect, and so on and so forth. That is his gain, because he has nowhere to go in the kingdom of God. His gain is not above, but here, and he has to receive that reward. Because if he doesn't receive the reward here, the reward is not over there. They can give you trillion, they can give you anything. Those whom their love come from man, but they will receive that reward here, now. But those whom the love come from God, their reward is from above. So can you see? Love of God, I think we'll talk about that later. So that is why you see many charity. Yes, people do charity and they will say they are not a Christian, they are not belong to any religion, they are not even any religion. But they can give you anything. You get confused. Even traditional, spiritualists, witch doctor, they give. So let's watch. So you need a touch from heaven. Once that touch you, all what you are complaining will be a thing of the past. Now, when you receive that touch, you can now begin to get on your own. You can communicate to God. You can talk to God. You can pray to God. Are you with me? All this, I need blessing. I need man of God to bless me. I need man of God to pray for me so that my business will prosper. You don't need any man of God to do that. Are you with me? That is why sometimes we should lower down when it comes to prosperity word. Because they don't need us to ask God for prosperity. What you need us to do, transformation. Transform me from this world to the other world, so that I can be talking to God. Are you with me? What do you need? Transformation means deliverance. Deliver me so that I can receive a new life. When I receive a new life, I can talk to God concerning my business. I can talk to God concerning my finances. I can talk to God concerning my family. I can talk to God concerning my nation. I just need deliverance. If you are not delivered, let me tell you the good example, those who are not delivered. If I'm here, brother, come, stand at the back there. Back here, back. I can't see this man. I can't see him. And when he's talking, I may hear his voice, but I don't know who is talking to me. Are you with me? I don't know who is talking to me. Your vision, you will dream, but you will not understand your dream. You don't know when God is talking to you, and you don't know when other things talking to you. You confuse the vision. Your dream too, you don't understand your dream. You begin to look for people to translate in your dream. You get confused. You can't see clear. Your vision, you don't understand your vision. You begin to look for people. Sir, I dreamt today. This is the dream. Tell me the meaning. Look at it. I can't see this man. But if this man is delivered, this thing will be what? Stand there. Now he's delivered. Does this man need me now? Need anyone to talk to me? Does this man need anyone to tell him who is Stevie Joshua? Does this man need anyone to tell him what I wear? Does this man need anyone to relate with me? Because he's delivered. He can talk to me freely. And I talk to him freely. That is God and you. But today, because we don't understand can you tell this man not to disturb us? Please take him to the other side. That is it. It's one of them. So now, because we don't understand today, we begin to say, crusade, deliverance, healing, blessing, prosperity, salvation. All this you want to give to people. These people don't need all this from you. They need deliverance from you. If you understand the perfect way God works, crusade, deliverance for salvation of your soul. Simple. Crusade, deliverance. That is all. When you are delivered, you can talk to God for your blessing. You can talk to him for your prosperity. You can talk to him for whatever you want. But when you are not delivered, you'll be somewhere there, talking to whom you don't know. God, you don't know. And when God is talking, you cannot recognize his voice. I know my people know me. Instead I talk, they understand me. Tell your neighbor, I need deliverance to receive a new life. You know, Jesus was raised from death for us to be delivered and receive a new life. Tell your neighbor, Jesus was raised from death for us to be delivered and receive a new life. Again,
Jesús fue resucitado de la muerte para que nosotros podamos ser liberados y recibir una nueva vida.
That's all. So we listen to this man, we complete this. That's all. You can go. You push it back. These are the reasons why my teaching will continue to be a hot disagreement from many of us. What is this saying now? Does it say we should not pray for people for blessing? I never say that. Does it say we should not pray for them for prosperity? I never say that. Does it say we should not pray for them for healing? I never say that. But I say, what people need? Deliverance. When you deliver them, When you are delivered, automatically you receive a new life to become born again. Now, this man did not receive any deliverance before he became born again and he become pastor. That does not mean you will not be able to preach. You preach well, you minister well, you tell people where Solomon and Gomorrah and whatever you call it. You quote Bible from Genesis to Revelation. People listen to you and see you as, oh, they understand. You plan church, you understand the administration of the church, you operation of the church, you minister it well, you speak in tongue, whatever tongue you want to say it. But people you are talking to, if they understand what it means to be born again, they will know that the man that is talking to them is wasting time. You know what I mean? Wasting time means you come here for your problem. After finished service, you go back to the doctor. They'll treat you again. They give you injection. They'll treat you. They'll operate you. And I keep praying for healing. I keep praying for healing. Eh? You want to operate, you want to go for operation, you come here for safe operation. That I should pray for you so that they will operate you successfully. What role Jesus played there? You are unable to understand. We treat, God heal. If there's anything I have done for you, it's treatment. If there's anything doctor have done for you, it's treatment. We treat you, God what? Heals. God heals. If there's anything TB doctor can do for you, is to treat you and care for you. But I cannot heal you, God heal. But it takes someone who can relate with God and bring God's attention to your life. Let's watch.
I must go to the
Come here. That is the right hand of God. If the right hand of God touch you, if there's any darkness, you people have seen it on the prayer line. You will be laughing now, you will even be eating. But when they touch you with the right hand, you feel some sensation, presence of heaven. You know, heaven will come down on you. You know, when dew come upon you. You know dew? When the dew come upon you, you know how you feel. So heaven will come upon you, and you will not be able to receive that heaven. Rather, you receive. Okay, that is what happened to the gentleman here. Let's see what happened. Come here. He's looking at something. What are you looking?
I'm not going.
Is there He used to disappear because he has something to disappear, and he is able to do so. If the place is conducive, I will just be looking for the person I'm delivered. Where is this man? He has gone. God forbid. So want to leave my presence. Okay, let's watch. So want to disappear. Is there He used to disappear. He has a charm to disappear. This is what we call affair. When you use it, you just disappear. He wants to disappear.
I told her I'm not coming. I told her I'm not coming. I don't like this.
You see? Because he's an idol himself.
I told her I'm not coming.
He can disappear. So
You are watching TB Joshua day and night. You don't allow me to sleep because I'm a pastor. Pastor indeed. So now you hear that you. Let me. Hi.
Because I touch him, it's under chain.
You want to go to abroad? You are making noise. Who are you? You are making noise. Is he Ahmad the father of that idol? No. Not the father. You are wasting your money. You think you are strong.
Now,
let me see how you would make it.
Open your heart and learn from what is happening. He's coming here for the first time. So, and he's an idol. So he sits among the people quietly, but prophetic power brought him out. When I touch him, I say, "You are an idol." He look at me. I say, "Yes, there is an idol." Look at him. He wants to disappear. Look at him. He has a masquerade that's dedicated to him. So he just come here to see you. The funny thing is that he wants to disappear because he has something we call affair. You can disappear. He will raise one leg and you go. You say what?
Hello.
How are you?
It's fine, sir. TB Joshua, well done, sir. Well done. I saw you in my dream. You were giving me something.
Yeah.
Judo star. Who tapped me?
This is TB Joshua.
I don't like it too. You know I know you. I know you. Don't try it again.
Who I am?
We saw in the other side when you were doing like this. When they were pursuing me this way, you were doing like this.
Clever, did that?
You were doing like this.
Are you a pastor?
Yes, sir.
What is the name of your church?
Living Faith.
Les dictateurs n'auront de voir la vidéo de cet homme dont l'homme de Dieu disait qu'il voyait l'idole, effectivement il a été élevé dans une famille idolâtre. On va maintenant l'écouter.
Okay. Let the gentleman came out.
Il a dit ajouter effectivement qu'une partie de son corps était lui-même et une autre partie a été consacrée aux idoles. Alors maintenant, écoutez comme ça avance.
Entonces el caso de ese hombre que recibió una profecía que es un ídolo y empezó a manifestar ese espíritu maligno del ídolo en la familia. Recibió su liberación a través de la palabra de profecía.
Look, I used to say something. Even when you enter this church and just sit down, at the end of the day, if you are not praying for, what you have received at the end of the day is enough to make you born again. And if you are born again already and you are here and at the end of the day you are not praying for, what you have received today with what you are seeing, hearing, is enough to maintain your salvation. Watch this again. Look at what you are seeing. Can you see what you are seeing?